Hello Anna, my name's Walsh. I've just turned 53 and I'm from Manchester, the UK originally, but I've spent the last 23 years abroad, mostly living in Switzerland. I'm a telecoms engineer, or have been a telecoms engineer, then a telecoms customer service manager, and then I've worked for the biggest retailer at their headquarters in Zurich in the IT department. And then I retrained as a English teacher for adults. I spent 6 months in Colombo in Sri Lanka, voluntary as an English teacher there in 2018. This pandemic, I first started to become very suspicious of it because I returned from the UK after a month staying with my mum in March, and it was just about breaking out. And things quickly escalated. On Swiss News, I was following what was happening in Lombardy, which is the North Italian region, where all those people started to die very suddenly. And the lockdown started, and people were in absolute terror. Then, of course, things unfolded very quickly in March, with the UK going into lockdown on the 23rd of March. Which we've never experienced here in Switzerland. What we've had at its most extreme was shops being shut and crowds being restricted, meetings of gatherings of people restricted to, I can't remember the exact figure, I think it was less than 30 people. What first happened with me is that I felt something was amiss with this, and I think the first thing I watched was a YouTube video featuring Professor Giuseppe, who of course is Anders Tegnell's predecessor, the chief leading epidemiologist for the government of Sweden. And their approach was completely different, and Giuseppe was very, like the Swedish can be, very direct and blunt with his answers, but there was no shim-shamming. And that just led me to start doing more and more research. I think so much so that I fully believe we're at the situation where there's two ways that you can view what's been going on. We're either in the midst of a worldwide hysteria regarding this so-called pandemic, which has been generated by the WHO and the government and the mainstream media, or there is a plan to reduce the world's population. Now, I'm not here to convince one person either way. The outcome is the same. We're experiencing suicides, domestic violence, people dying of not being treated with cancer in the UK. A totalitarian approach by government which is absolutely unprecedented, as per what Peter Hitchens writes about in his blog with the Mail on Sunday. What I don't understand is how people do not see that their liberties are being taken away almost by the hour. You see, I have the luxury of being able to compare my situation as being a foreigner living in a foreign country with the objectivity of seeing my homeland being demolished inch by inch, day by day, by absolute tin pot, despotic leaders. I really find it hard to vocalise how angry I am with what's going on in the world at the moment. I'm going to show you very quickly. I'm sat outside recording this at an outdoor pool, which is about 5 minutes drive away from where we live in Switzerland. Hang on. Now, no social distancing, not a mask in sight, nothing, nothing to even hint that there's a problem. Switzerland is quite special because I'll tell you that Geneva does have a wearing a mask policy if you go shopping, whereas all the other cantons don't. Just for clarity, a canton is a little bit like a county in the UK. Very different political system in Switzerland. The cantons are independent from the government, so they can do what they want. There was an emergency declared when the pandemic broke out, and the government, the Bundesamt, they seized control. But after the emergency was undeclared, the power was handed back to the cantons. So I really don't know what more to say about this. I'm very active on Twitter. I'm very, very vocal, very aggressive with people who are following the narrative. I have been shilled quite sometimes by what I believe to be the 77th Brigade, and the censorship is just unreal. And with regards to that morning TV show called Good Morning Nazi Britain, all I can say is, if people believe that propaganda, they need their heads feeling. Anyway, I'll get this off to you soon. Good luck, Anna. You're doing a great job, you with Simon. I'll DM you if I can help, because I'm not working at the moment, so I have time, and I feel we're in the middle of World War III, and the governments have declared war on us. Okay, cheers.